Hello YouTube, it's your boy the Crazy Trader, and I'm here again with your favorite stock review. Guys, I'm gonna dive right into this review, okay? But first of all, let me just show you a little bit of my portfolio. You guys know what my portfolio is, but just look at it. It's all green today. Just last Friday it was all red, it was all bloody. That's why I always tell you that you shouldn't be selling your stocks with just when there's a little volatility in the market. Just don't sell at a loss unless you do your own research and find out that it's a falling knife. Then yeah, get out of the stock. But you don't just sell at a loss when the moment a stock dips a little bit, you just sell it. Don't do that. Otherwise you're going to sell at a loss, and then you're going to be called the paper hands. You don't want to be a paper hands and be holding blood on your hands all the time. No, sometimes you got to hold the greens on your hands. Now let's dive into a stock that I found. Okay, I didn't find this stock myself. I'll be honest, my last video that I did, I asked people to point out ticker symbols of stocks that they thought were great stocks that I have never reviewed, and then someone pointed out one of the stocks that I have seen a long time ago, but I never touched it. Okay, personally, I never touched it, but I think it's at a great price right now, and I will do a review about it right about now. So you might be asking, what's the ticker symbol? Is DKNG. Okay, Draftkings, DKNG. If you don't know about anything about Draftkings, they're basically online betting company. They do that's one of them. They do online gaming. How do you call it? There's an online gaming thing. I've forgotten the name. My work colleagues used to play it a lot. Fantasy gaming. I mean, fantasy football and all that. Yeah, Draftkings does that too. So I was looking at the company. The last time the person told me, that was on Friday. So just this morning, Draftkings has done 8%. So if I had done that video on Sunday, I think someone would have, maybe just someone who would have watched that video would have picked that stock up at $27. Just maybe. If one person picked it up, I would have been happy that someone made some money today. But there again, it's still not over until it's over. Draftkings hasn't been doing too well in the past year, trust me. They've been nailed down. The past year, look, they are down 50%. Past 3 months, down 50%, not even in the past year. In the past year, they've been down 37%. Let's look at their 5-year, because they came out of a SPAC. So let's look at their 5-year thingy. It's not giving me the percentage, but because it's coming out of a SPAC, you can see that it was around $10, like most SPACs. So if you bought it at $10, around like most SPACs speculations, you should have about 200% right now. But that's not what we are looking at. We are looking at Draftkings. If you buy them right now, what do I think about Draftkings personally? The betting industry is a huge industry, and you should know that gambling itself was banned in the United States. So apart from this, somewhere in Nevada, Las Vegas, as you guys all know, that was the only place that it was legal to gamble in sports, because people thought it was going to be match fixing and all that. And yeah, it does happen, but as human beings, people have been betting for a very long time. So now that sports betting has been legalized, Draftkings actually is one of the major sports betting, online sports betting sites that you can have in most of the United States. As of now, they have a mobile sports betting app that has been launched in 15 states, and those 15 states actually represent 29% of the US population. Just 29%. Remember that. They are not yet legal in California. They are trying to get in. They are not yet legal in Texas. Some of the big economies that are in the United States, Draftkings are not legal in there yet. So I mean, they have to push some legislation here and there for them to be legalized. So that's what is going to happen in the next couple of months or years. But you should see that 71% of the population has not been reached when it comes to Draftkings. So there's a high growth reach on there right now. So at $30, personally, I still think it's going to drop a little bit because of the way the market is very volatile right now. So I'll hold off right now and see if it will drop to maybe 20s, maybe mid 20s before I get into it. I'm not going to get into it right now, but I'm going to keep an eye on it. So, but if you are really confident in Draftkings, I think you should jump on it right away. They have great prospects in the metaverse because they have some great prospects in there. They are also in the NFT market. So they are trying to get very futuristic when it comes to their market in there. I see them as the metaverse gambling center. Okay, so Draftkings can be the metaverse gambling center, which will be very huge. They collaborated with a blockchain networking platform, that's Polygon, I think back in October or September. So they are making huge strides when it comes to futuristic technologies and entering platforms that are concerning the future. You can see that right now they are prioritizing like a market share over profitability because they are not making profits yet. But guess what? Uber hasn't made any profit yet. Lyft hasn't made any. There are a lot of companies out there, high growth companies that haven't made profit. Tesla took about 10-15 years to make some profit. So these things happen all the time. You see great companies who haven't made profits for like 10-15 years. But DraftKings is a potential of making profits really quick, because when it comes to the gaming industry, especially when it comes to the gambling or betting industry, trust me, the house always wins. If your dad never told you, I am telling you that the house always wins. Now let's look at some numbers. 2,600 employees, founded in 2011, Boston, Massachusetts. What again do we have to look at? Let's look at market cap. 12.3 billion. Some people say it is a little overvalued. I mean, some say 12 times overvalued, some say 30 times overvalued. But when it comes to overvaluing of a market, if you look at a stock that hasn't really gotten to its full potential, I don't see the overvaluing here. There's more money in the market. A lot more people are trading stocks. That's why you see the market looking like it's overvalued. It's not overvalued. There's more money in the market, and they are going to live up to their expectation when it comes to the gambling industry. So I think they'll catch up to their value. If you stop looking at the overvalue BS. Okay, now let's go to Yahoo Finance real quick. Just a few articles in Yahoo Finance that you might want to look at. There's not a lot of articles. I opened one of them and we are going to look at it real quick. I don't want to make this video too long, but I want to show you something. The holders, which I'll do again in Nasdaq.com, because they break it down real well. Now look at the holders of Draftkings. This is what I want to show you. The insiders hold 7.4%. Let's say 7.45, 7.5%. Okay, that is what you want to see. 7.5% insiders holding the stock is a great, it's a great prospect. You want insiders to have skin in the game, and they do have skin in the game. If institutional holders are 62.1%. Great institutional holders. Normally my sweet spot is 50.1%. I'm always ringing this in your ear so you can understand that. Okay, so DraftKings stock price. This is one article that I found in Yahoo Finance that I really want you to go out there and read. DraftKings stock price target cut nearly 30% at benchmark as valuation is rationalized. So they cut their price by 30%. But I want to read you something real quick before I move on. But so Hickey affirmed, that's the second paragraph. Hickey affirmed the buy ratings he's had on the digital sport entertainment and gaming company DraftKings since it went public last year, but cut his price target to 50 from 70. The new price target implied about 59% upside from current levels. So even with a cut of 30%, he cut it to 50. Okay, $50. If you can see right now, DraftKings is trading at $30. So there's still a huge upside. If you even buy at 30, there's still a huge upside if you are looking to buy. So, but actually, I'll wait a little bit. Now let's go to the institutional holding. Like I said on Nasdaq, I'll do this real quick. I don't want the thing to go on too. You can see the same old guys, Vanguard, ARK Invest. This time you can see ARK Invest over here. You can find BlackRock in there, and most of these people are increasing their holdings. You can see BlackRock increased their holding by 4%. Price T Rowe increase their holding by 2%. Vanguard decreased by 0.2%. You can see a lot of increase in some Morgan Stanley. If you can see Morgan Stanley here increased by 22%. JP Morgan Chase, they decreased by 19%. But there's some positive outlook out there if you look at it. But one thing that I want to show you before I leave actually is the insider activity. And then I found it very interesting when I was looking at the insider activity. I really wish I could do this before I hit my time limit here. If I don't do it, please hold on for me and then look at the insider activity before you leave this page if you are willing to buy DraftKings. And the reason why I want you to see this is you can see the buy. I'll take you to the buys, and then you can see the buys. You can see what is happening when it comes to the buys. This officer bought directly. No, okay, he didn't buy. It was options. This director bought on November 19th at the price of $36. This guy also bought November 18th at the price of $36. This guy also bought on the November 16th at the price of $39. You can see they are averaging $39 to $40. Okay, and look at the price at which they are selling it at. So $36 to $39 is what they are actually buying it at. These are just direct sales. I'm not talking about options execute. Okay, so if you're going to look at how they are selling this, most of them are selling it at the price range of 40. You can see the sale all at 40, 41, 40. They are all selling it at 40. Most of them are selling at 40 and buying at 30s. That's what they are doing. So if you can get in, this is the good time to get in at 30s and then sell at 40s. I mean, if you want to trade it, if you want to hold it for a long time, that's good. If you want to hold it for a long time, I encourage you to wait till it gets to the mid 20s, the mid 20s for you to buy it. But if you are trading, you can buy it at 30, sell it at 40, like what the company managers are doing or the directors are doing. You can do that. If you can do that and look at the forecast and do the same thing that they are doing. Anyways, I've taken this video too long. I can give you some more information, but this video is way too long. Anyways, like I always say, scared money don't make no money, and you always got to risk it to get the biscuit. I'm out of your hair. Stay blessed, stay safe, and peace.